USCIS approved the I-130, but still no green card. Hi, I'm Jim Hacking, immigration lawyer practicing law throughout the United States out of our offices in St. Louis, San Diego, and Washington, D.C. In this video, we're talking about the adjustment of status process, specifically when the I-130 gets approved by USCIS, but for whatever reason, the I-485 has not been approved. This would be a scenario where an immigrant has married a U.S. citizen or is the parent of a U.S. citizen or the child of a U.S. citizen, and that U.S. citizen or lawful permanent resident in the case of marriages to a green card holder. In those scenarios, we're talking about where the I-130 petition, the petition for an alien relative, has been filed with USCIS. Typically, you're going to file that with the 485 unless you are a green card sponsor. And we're talking about what happens when, for whatever reason, USCIS says, we believe this relationship. We believe that the beneficiary is an immediate relative of the person who filed the I-130. We believe this marriage, or we believe this is your mother, or we believe this is your father, or your son, or your daughter. But they don't take that extra step and also approve the I-485. The I-485 is the application for adjustment of status. That's what would take the immigrant from their non-immigrant visa status to that of lawful permanent resident status. And we have to ask ourselves, why in the world would USCIS do all the work on this case and say, we believe this relationship, but there's something about the 485 that we don't like. There's something in the application itself that gives us some concern. And we're not sure, we're not convinced, we don't think the immigrant has met the immigrant's burden of proving to our satisfaction that they are worthy of adjusting their status, that they have satisfied all the legal requirements for adjustment of status, specifically that there's not some reason for them to be deemed inadmissible, that there's some reason why they should not be lawfully admitted on a permanent basis into the United States. In other words, there's something in that I-485 where there's all those questions about all the bad things that people can do, like human trafficking, drugs, crimes, overstaying a visa, working without permission. All those questions on the I-485 are designed to find out why the immigrant beneficiary, the parent, the spouse, the child, is not eligible for adjustment. That's what that form is for. And your answer to why your 485 has not been approved is probably in there. Either you've answered something in there that lets them know that you may be inadmissible, or you've lied about something in there and they know the truth and therefore they think that you're not adjustable, that you're not eligible for that green card at this time. So if a long period of time goes by, and I would say 2 or 3 weeks between the approval of the I-130 and the approval of the I-485, if you've gone a month and you have an approved I-130 but no decision on the green card, something is wrong, my friends, and you're probably going to need help. You're probably going to need help figuring out why that has happened and what you can do to get the case unstuck. Now, sometimes they'll make it clear. They'll send you a request for evidence on the I-485, or they'll send you a notice of intent to deny the I-485. Maybe they don't like some prior marriage that you had or some prior immigration application that you made. In those scenarios, the I-485 is the ticket to figuring it out. Now, when I talk to immigrants, I can usually interpret and read between the lines and talk about their history, and I can usually figure out what it is on the 485 or that's in the adjustment application that is making USCIS scratch their heads and say, I'm not sure she's deserving of a green card. So if you want to come on my show, we can talk it through and we could try to figure it out together, or you can try to hire us. So if you'd like us to be your lawyers, if you'd like us to help you with your application so that you don't get a request for evidence or you don't get a notice of intent to deny, or if your 485 has been pending for a really long time and you need us to sue them, that's when you call our office. You call our office when you want to hire us to be your lawyers, either in a lawsuit to speed things up, or to take over the case and to make sure that you file the strongest case, or that you supplement the case with as much evidence as possible so that you can overcome whatever it is in USCIS's head that's making them not approve your case. In those scenarios, call us 314-961-8200 or email us info@hackingimmigrationlaw.com. That's what using those channels of communication are for. Now, if you're just looking for free resources, we have a ton of them and we're happy that you use them. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. And you do that by clicking the subscribe button and then turn on the alert so that whenever we post a new video, you get a notice. You can also follow us on the Immigration Answers Show. If you text the word SHOW, SHOW, to 314-470-3300, you will get an alert whenever I go live, and I do that 3 or 4 times a week, just trying to answer immigrants' questions. You can also follow us on TikTok at Immigration Hacking. Twitter, you can also Hacking Immigration Law, find us there. And then, of course, we have our Facebook group, which is called Immigrant Home. We'd love to have you join us there. There's over 14,000 immigrants talking about the immigration process in there every day. And like I said, we'd love to have you join us there. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next video.